Patience is beautiful. Patience is beautiful. Patience is beautiful.
You can't keep people off public land.
All we want is to tell us where we can be. Let us be. You did nothing
Patience be
wrong.
with us all.
Shame on all of you. Shame on you. What did your conscience tell you? You have discretion. You do what your boss tells you. There you go. Big boss, deputy dog, everybody's here. Greedy people. They can't stand to have what they have. They want more. Shame on you. Shame on your families. Shame on your grandmothers for not teaching you well. Not fair. You discriminate against people who have nothing. They have nowhere to go. Wrong. Everyone knows it's wrong. Say it's wrong. Help us.
The manager in charge of this property attended, asked us to have these people removed. She took the appropriate measures to ask them to move. She, even out of the goodness of her heart, said, hey, listen guys, if you take down your tents and you want to enjoy the park, by all means do so. But if you remain camping, we're going to have to ask you to leave.
What's going on? No way.
Oh, that's shit.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God, you're joking. You're joking.
Why is this happening over and over and over again?
Well, if I could answer that question, I'd be a millionaire, I think.
You still got your house there.
I've got my dream house. Featured on page 42.
Page 42.
Beautiful.
How did you manage to hang on to this?
Well, you know what? When you got something like this, it just exudes money, and they're just scared of it. They know that I could get the finest justice money can buy.
Yeah.
You go into financial market, eh?
I mean, I subscribe to Dream House. I live in a dream house. Obviously, they're not going to touch me. Moving on up.
We are coming, union hearts be strong. Side by side, we battle onward. Victory will come.
Hi, David.
Hi, Alan.
How are you?
Good.
Really?
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. Hi, how are you?
I think you are smart.
That's okay. No. But you know, it's
So do you
one of
have
these
any
things.
solutions that we might be able to take?
I tried yesterday. I talked to Ron, and I tried to see whether or not they had any room outside the security gates at D&D around there. But unfortunately, they don't have anything. So you know.
Do you have any ideas of how we can stay together as a group? You don't have any ideas?
Because, you know, I understand that there's lots of shelters here, but a lot of us don't feel comfortable.
That's what I
with
heard.
those
That's what I heard.
It's very dangerous.
I'd like to say something. I talked to Captain and Mark from the YMCA Youth Shelter, and the youth shelter has been over its capacity for the since we've left. So I mean, there's obviously.
Were you guys there before?
Yeah, we
Yes.
slept
Some
there
of you?
before.
Some of us, and at the cathedral, we've been kicked out of the cathedral.
I am not going to be opening the city for the rest of the homeless to come here because it's not my problem.
Mayor, though, you didn't actually say that you're worried about solving this problem for fear that more people would end up here on the streets of Victoria.
No, what I said was if it's seen as though we're welcoming and trying to deal with the situation where it's there's a problem all over this country, you know. Then what would happen is everybody may flock to Victoria, and we would have to be the ones dealing with this entire situation. It's a federal government, provincial government issue. Because Victoria has the climate that we do, unfortunately, we deal with a lot of these problems in the wintertime.
But how do you deal with these problems?
But you're not. So are you saying if you solve it, you're going to get a bigger problem?
No, we're not trying to. We're not trying to.
I went out to fight for my country. I went out to bleed and to die. I thought that my country would help me, but this was my country's reply. Soup, soup, they gave me a bowl of soup. Soup, soup, they gave me a bowl of soup.
We always get handed the short end of the stick because it's a social problem and.
Oh, you got the short end of the stick. We're the ones
No, but you know what I mean. Like we're the bad guys here because we've got to move you along. We recognize that it doesn't solve it.
Right. Well, most of you seem to, but you know, they brought up some of the knuckle draggers today.
Yeah. Well, the knuckle draggers will come back tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you anything you don't know.
Yeah. That's not expected.
You know, like I'd like to be able to click my fingers and create low-income housing and all that sort of whatever you guys need to survive.
We tried to get out of sight, you know.
Well, somebody's phoned in. We're aware of it.
Okay.
I'm the guy in charge tonight, and I'm choosing not to do anything about it right now because I got other things.
For us to wake up and have bacon and eggs.
Clark Russell. So you have to know that come the morning, day shift may come around and choose to seize all your belongings and maybe give out tickets and so on and so forth. Yeah. You guys need to.
Take us that long to pick up.
Well, day shift starts at 7.
Okay.
So you got two choices. You could stay here and make a stand and maybe end up with no possessions, right?
Can they take your possessions?
Yeah, they can seize your chattels. Right? No, I know. It's
how much is the fine depending on how much stuff you have?
$50 fine. $50
about
fine.
85 something.
It's like $2.
But you guys, like, I don't even have $85 on me. That's a big hit, right?
First day I got here, they took everything I owned.
Really, eh?
I came with 2 knapsacks, 180-pound knapsack and an 80-pound knapsack. Got here, sat down, and they fucking took a legal petition, my ID, everything I owned.
And that's because it was on the sidewalk, apparently? Yeah. So they just pretty much expect you guys to walk around with like 200 pounds worth of stuff.
Yeah, and they don't bother to tell you.
Yeah.
Fuck, I came here, I had no idea that bylaw existed.
There's a shelter up the road, and I've been able to benefit a lot from their services. They're lacking in services, and so I know there's a lot of elderly women that are homeless, and they can't handle being out, sleeping outside. And I'd rather give up my bed for them. And when you give up a bed in the shelter, you have to wait your turn to get a bed again. And then when there's cold, wet weather like this, then there's more demand for beds. So I let myself to be outside because I know there's people that struggle harder than I do.
Where do you sleep?
Well, anywhere I can. They say there's no camping in Victoria, so we gotta be careful. They say if they catch you, they'll throw all your stuff out in the garbage.
I break the law every single time I close my eyes and go into unconsciousness. Apparently, if I don't allow someone else to pay for my sleep, and if I don't pay for my sleep, I break the law. Not allowed to sleep on private property, trespassing. Not allowed to sleep on public property, trespassing. Not allowed to sleep on crown land. I have to hide myself. If I sleep out in the open, then I will be told to move. And if I don't move, if I simply explain to them that I'm just, doing what everyone else needs to do, sleeping, then they will forcibly remove me and imprison me and therefore pay for my sleep behind bars, so to speak.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'm a deputy sheriff for the province of